Hello guys, in this Photoshop tutorial I will show you how you can easily pose a 2D character like this into other multiple poses like this. But the method that I'll show you has some limitations to it, like if the character's face is drawn sidewards you can't make it look like it's facing forward. But if the character's hands and legs can be seen completely, then you can easily create other poses. So let's open up our character that will start rigging and posing. Okay, so we have a child here, so let's open up our Photoshop. As you can see, drawing that we have here, his legs and hands can be seen clearly, so it won't be a problem creating other poses for him. So let's close it and import our character into Photoshop. Okay, so the character is in. Let's create a new layer and fill the background with white like paper. Now I'll just increase the canvas a little bit so that other poses can fit in easily. I'll use the crop tool here and then stretch the canvas as we want it to. Now click on the move tool and select crop. Now I'll fill the background layer again and just name it BG. Now I'll make some color corrections here in the original layer first. I'll just increase the saturation a bit. There we have it. Now I'll name the main layer as main and I will duplicate it with Ctrl J and switch off the main layer. So by doing this we are keeping a original copy of the file in this layer. Okay, now let's name this as main pose. Now I will duplicate the main pose layer with Ctrl J and rename this one as pose 1. Okay, so let's start with our first pose. So select the layer and go to edit and go to the puppet wrap here. Click on it. You will see that a mesh like structure has been formed over your layer. So now we have to sort of rig our 2D character. So the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna create some points that will act as bones for this 2D character. So I'll just create the first bone on the neck here. There you can see it, a small point has been formed. Then I will create another bone on the top of the head here. As you can see, we have put 2 bones. Now if we want to move our bone, the character will move automatically. So to do that we're gonna have to select which bone we want to move and click on it like this and move. But right now, as you can see, the whole character is moving. That's because we haven't yet placed other bones. So let's do that again. Go to Puppet Wrap, and first I will place the bone on his neck, then on his head. Next I will create a shoulder for both sides actually. Next I will create elbows for both sides, wrists for both sides, and for fingers. We don't need separate bones for separate fingers. Next we're gonna create one for the hip, one for either side of the legs, and one for knee, one for foot, and one for toes. Okay, now the character is sort of rigged. Now if you have any confusion about the bone placement and where you should put on the pins, then you're gonna have to experiment some of it, and think of it like a cloth. So if we have put pins on the cloth on these locations, then let's click on this one, then if we pull on this one, then you can see it's rotating on a certain point, because we have created a bone point here and we have created a bone point here. So by doing this, the rotation isn't affecting these parts, okay, some of these parts. So if we were to restrict the movement on his hand here, then we just have to create another point here. So that way it's gonna stay put and we can move it freely. As you can see, I don't need the point here actually. Let's delete it. Click on delete, and as you can see, the simple bone placement is done. Now I will try to tilt the head. Let's see. Now before, when we were rotating this point, the whole body was moving, right? But now, because we have placed other markers here, now only the head is tilting from this point. So this is the axis on which this point is moving. Okay, now we have tilted our head. Let's try to do the same with the hand. So to move the left hand here, we're gonna have to select all these points, not this one, because this will be the axis on which the hand will be rotating. So let's try to move. Okay, we have to put a pin here actually. Here, that way the shirt won't be affected. Okay, now let's try to rotate the hand again. Don't worry if the character is getting skewed, because you can always decrease the number of selection you made, like I did right now. I deselected the elbow point, so now it's rotating freely, properly. Now as you can see, I have selected the wrist point and the finger point. So now I will select only the the finger point and rotate it upwards. That way the hand will look like it's waving, right? Now let's adjust make some minor adjustments. The hand looks like it's bigger than its right one. Now will I have to do something for the armpit. Here I put another point for armpit, and I'll just make some tiny adjustments. There we have it. Now let's do something with the hands, sorry, the feet. Let's select the toes, the foot, and the knee here, and move them. Now let's select only the foot and the toes, and let's do this, rotate it a little bit. Now just select the toes and rotate it. There, the pose has been created. Let's press enter and see. Okay, so this was our main pose, and this is our new pose. It's pretty easy. Now let's try something different now remember, always duplicate your layers, because the puppet wrap actually applies on the layer that you are working on. So I'll just duplicate my main pose, because that was my T pose or A pose. Now I will Ctrl J, duplicate the main pose and rename it as pose 2, and turn off the main pose. Now I'll have to re-puppet wrap the pose 2 layer, and for this pose I think I will go for the right hand lifted. So let's try it again. Let's go to edit and puppet wrap, and place your markers. You can start by creating simple marker points, then down the line you can create other points. Sometimes if you are just posing the one side of the character, you don't need the exact bones on the right side, on the other side of the character. So I'm gonna be doing the right hand here, so I'll just create the wrist and wrist, finger and everything. Do the hip, do either side of the leg, the knees, the foot and toes and in this pose I will go for a full a slight body tilt. So I'll just add a spine point here, as you can see. Okay, so I'll start with the spine rotation. The boy will be tilting to his right. So to do that, you're gonna have to select all the upper body points and deselect, and don't select the axis, the hip point, because this will be the axis for your body to tilt on. So select the spine, the neck, the head. Don't worry about the hands right now. Let's experiment first. No, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to select the hands as well. Let's try now. This actually works, don't worry. Okay, we're gonna do a slight tilt, then select the head, the neck, the head and the shoulders, and try now. Okay, now we're gonna select only the neck and try. Then we're gonna select the head and try. Now I'm gonna lift the right hand, so the shoulder will be the rotation point, the pivot actually, then select the elbow, the wrist and the fingers. Now lift it. We have the same problem here we had for the left side. We have to put a point for the shirt here so that the shirt doesn't move, and we're gonna try now. Let's see, and we're gonna make it like he's waving. Okay, now you can see the extension of his thumb, so we can put another pin here and see there. Okay, now we have a sort of stretch here, so let's fix it by putting another pin. Don't worry, if we can always fix it after the puppet wrap is done. Fix some of it. We're gonna have to fix this one here. No worries. So if the body is tilting, the legs would do something as well. If the body is shifting to the right, the left leg will do some movement. And let's give him some pose for the right as well. There, the kid is waving, and his left hand looks weird. Let's make it like his normal. He's holding his hand normal. There we have it. Okay, now let's press enter and see if we have done something. Yeah. Okay, this was our main pose and this is our pose 2. Now let's fix this problem here. We will fix it by going to liquify. Yeah, go to filter and go to liquify, and here we can move some of it with the smudge brush. Here the forward drop tool, and just pull the stuff that was outside. Simple enough. Okay, and we don't have any other anomalies. Click OK and it's fixed. Okay, so just like that, from this simple pose, we call this the A pose because it looks like an A. The best pose to work on is the T pose. So no worries. So we have created 2 different poses from this simple A pose. The pose 1 is this one, waving like they're giving a nod or something with his left hand, and a wave with his right hand. Now for facial expression, you can do the worry face with the liquify thing I just showed you, but the lips would be a problem because the lips have some detail here, and otherwise you are good at drawing in Photoshop. This will be pretty hard. On the other drawing, let me just show you. On this drawing, the mouth was actually a line art, so it was easy to create line art. Here you can see a simple mouth. Here you can see the mouth is talking. I changed it because it was only a line art, but in this character it's gonna be a bit tough, so we can just leave it right now because our pose is done, which was our main concern. Now let's see, we have another character here, the girl character. Okay, now this will be a little problem because girls hands are in an odd pose. We don't have an ending for her arms, so the puppet wrap won't work here. So for that we're gonna have to do something other than what we did. We're still gonna use the puppet wrap, but we're gonna do something else. Let's drag and drop her to Photoshop and center her. The document canvas is perfect actually. We have a lot of empty space around her for her arms to go about. So let's name this our layer 0 as original and duplicate it and turn off the original, and now name the original copy as main pose. Main pose. Now this will be a little problem, but no worries. We're gonna go to our pen tool here and we're gonna cut her arm from a joint here, and we're gonna completely cut her hand from her arm to her wrist. So let's zoom in and try to cut the hand as perfectly as we can. Now remember to always use a PNG for this work, otherwise you will be stretching and modifying the background with the character as well. So now we have selected the hand. We're gonna press Ctrl Enter, and we're gonna select the main pose layer, and we're gonna press Ctrl J. That will duplicate this selection only to a new layer. Ctrl J. There we have it. We have a hand here, right? Now let's select the new layer and rename it as left arm, and we're gonna press Ctrl T. Now in the transform selection you can see that the transform markers are on the border, and we have something in the middle, and we call it the pivot point. So the pivot point is from where the selection rotates, like we did in the puppet wrap. So we want it to rotate the arm from the joint here. So just click on this point, on this pivot point, and take it to the joint here where the joint should be, and now we're gonna rotate, and it will look like the arm is rotating. Now press enter, and we have it. Her arm is straight now, but we have to erase the actual arm that we had. No worries. Let's select my actual the left arm. No. Let's go to our main pose, and actually no, undo, and we're gonna go back to the selection and Control Enter, and instead of creating a new layer, we're just gonna cut and paste. That way we don't have to erase the actual hand. So press Ctrl X and press Ctrl V to paste. Then now we have our hand here, and do the same thing. Take the pivot point where a joint should be and rotate it. There we have it. We're gonna fill these empty places now. First let's do her pants here. we're gonna go to our clone tool here, clone stamp tool, and now we're gonna fix the texture. So press Alt, and by pressing Alt, the main stamp tool is gonna take a target from which it will copy the texture. So I will take the target from here, and remember to select the actual layer. Now just paint over it. I'm not going into much details about this tools because I hope if you guys are watching Puppet Wrap videos, you must have some rudimentary knowledge about the clone stamp and all. But yeah, the clone stamp works like that. You just have to select a target and just paint. Now we have our hand here. So let's go to our hand and select a target by pressing Alt and draw over it. Now we're gonna join the left arm that we cut off to our main character. So we're gonna select our layer 2 and main pose together and press Ctrl E and rename it as main pose. Now we have our character with her arms stretched. So let's draw the outline. The outline seems missing. Let's click on the main pose and go to the brush and select black because the border is black, and I'm just gonna paint over. There we have it. Her hand is stretched now. So do the same thing to her right hand, and that way you will have the A pose that we had for the boy. And then you can just repeat the first steps. Remember to always duplicate your main layers. Now we can just repeat the steps we did with the boy. Go to Puppet Wrap, give her some rotation points. There you have it, some rotation points. Like I said, think of the layer as a piece of cloth and you are just putting pins on it and removing it. So yeah, think of it like that and it will be easy peasy. Sometimes you want a little crisp fold here, so you will have to create new pins. Now she's waving too, and I'll do her head tilt too, and we can create for the ponytail. I think no, we can't create for the ponytail. We're gonna have to cut it off too because it is attached to her shoulder here. No worries, I think we have created a new pose. Nope, we're gonna have to fix this because her hand looks like she's becoming Mr. Fantastic, Miss Marvel. She can also stretch, it's her power. No worries, we're gonna fix this. There, the hand is not floppy anymore. Let's press enter and fine, she's waving now. There we have it, we have created a new pose. Remember, the best you can do is this because the character has some limitations. Like I said, her face is facing forwards here, so you can't tilt it because you'll have to draw it again. It's not 3D, and yeah, his face is forward too, you can't tilt it you can't move it to the side because you're gonna have to draw it. No worries, there's still a lot of possibilities, lot of potential with the puppet wrap, so go crazy on it. And that was it, guys. That's how you create multiple poses for simple 2D hand drawn or digital drawn characters. So thank you for watching, and yeah, that's it.